How's it going, YouTube? Back again in Ableton, looking at some PhD stuff. You may remember me working on this track a few weeks ago, and this little bit in particular. Now, that is a piece of AI-generated music. That is the seed upon which all of the rest of the track has sort of grown. And last time we looked at this, or I sort of started making the track in Ableton, it was mostly just this little first section here. As you can see, I have created some kind of monster here. And so I've built out a lot of stuff just on my own, so to speak, in the sense that I added some extra musical elements, like if we play it from here. Get some nice harmonizing, some bells, and the beat changes. So it changes quite a lot. I also added more drum beats, which this little bit here, I'll just play some of. So there is a lot going on. And I think the thing I want to talk about in this little video here, if I bring up some files here, let's just go back here. So what I ended up doing, as you may have seen in my previous PhD video, is I took that original generated audio and I sent it back into the AI generator, or one of the AI generators, and used that as the prompt. And I ended up with a lot of stuff here. I didn't use all of it, but I used some of it, and I inserted it back into this track. And what's interesting is that the track has become quite eclectic, because those other generations of music, you might say, are sort of similar to the original prompt, but also quite different, and they end up sounding, how do I say it? Like, they end up being a nice addition, but something that kind of has to be shoehorned in a way. And of course, I don't have to use it. I don't have to shoehorn it in, but I kind of have really enjoyed working on this track because it's allowed me to really indulge in my kind of like musical wankery, if you will, in the sense that there's lots of little sections, lots of transitions, lots of technical fuckery, which I just love that kind of stuff. So just quickly, this is one of the elements that I reinserted based on using that other piece of audio as a prompt. Which is cool, but let's listen to it in some context here, because I've added all of this stuff around it. So we'll start where we started before, and let's just go into this transition here. is like a long extended, basically starting from here, a long extended sort of interlude, various interludes that kind of work together or feed into one another, culminating in this kind of bombastic reimagining of that original beat thanks to the AI. And that's just kind of the story of this whole track. Like, I've got this whole other section over here, which is another reimagining of that original beat. Again, sent through the AI, came out again. And it's just been really fun to build. So from here, we go back to our chill little beat. Things are about to get crazy. We're back into a new section, and that new section is this, or based on this. And I've added all these extra bits. So if I add, or if I solo the extra bits without the original AI elements, you get this. So this is all stuff that I built on top. So yeah, this track is quite hectic, but it's also really chill and smooth. It's just chaotic, and that is kind of by design. And when I say kind of, it's kind of like I am following along with the AI generated material, in the sense that I am using it to kind of guide where the track's going to go. I'm still building the track, and I'm still deciding how it plays out, and I'm still constructing it and arranging it and adding all of these extra musical elements. If I just had the AI generated stuff, it'd be a terrible track. Just terrible. I mean, you might think it's terrible anyway. That's neither here nor there. I like it. But, and obviously I'm biased because it's my track, but this is the kind of music that I often enjoy. Stuff which evolves in these interesting ways. Some stuff that surprises you. So in a sense, this is like quintessentially a me track. But yeah, it's kind of been an interesting collaboration with the AI generator. I mean, it's not, I've written about this a lot, but I hesitate to call it a collaboration. But it has been a useful tool and a source of inspiration, I would say. And it's been fun trying to just get everything to be cohesive and interesting. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about in this video. I'm going to do a write-up about my experience making this track. And there will be audio examples, like the whole track. You can listen to the whole track, and then I'll have sections that are AI generated and stuff like that, so I can demonstrate how it's gone from the original piece of audio to the final product. And this will all be on my Substack. Stay tuned for that. That will be on Sunday. I'll do that. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, I think. I'll just let this last bit of the track just play out. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.